If you're growing asparagus, you know how delicious it is picked straight from the garden. But you might also be wondering what to do when it looks like this. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly what I do to ensure big, beautiful harvests in the spring. If we haven't met before, my name's Angela from Growing in the Garden, and I love to share garden inspiration and helpful tips so you can be successful in your own garden. Asparagus is one of my favorite perennial plants to grow. You plant it once and then you get to harvest the spears for the next 10 years or more. But it does require a little bit of upkeep at this time of year. After harvesting in the spring, we let these ferns develop and they grow all throughout the summer. Those growing ferns are producing energy that is then taken in by the roots. The photosynthesis that takes place in the ferns throughout the summer replenishes all that energy of the depleted roots. All those big bushy ferns are what give the roots their energy for next year's harvest. Allow those ferns to grow and develop and let all of the energy eventually go back into the roots. You'll know it's time to do something when these ferns change from green to yellow and eventually brown as they go dormant. Once the ferns go dormant and get yellow like this, it's the best time to cut them back. Here's what you do. Remove all of the ferns, cut them off at soil level. Once I cut off all of these ferns, I spread a nice thick layer of aged manure on this bed. That provides those roots with an extra boost of nitrogen and it will provide lots of shoots come spring. So I spread that aged manure all over the bed and then I cover with a layer of mulch. If the fronds are disease and pest free, then go ahead and use those for your mulch. I also like to use wood chips or straw for mulching my beds. An asparagus bed, when it's dormant, doesn't require a lot of moisture, but you don't want to let it dry out completely. So after covering it with a nice thick layer of aged manure, then I will mulch it and water it well. And that's it. Your asparagus bed is now ready for spring. Soon you will begin to see sprouts appear. Asparagus gets thicker each year. Once the stalks are at least the diameter of a pencil, you can begin to harvest. Harvest your asparagus for several weeks in the spring, and then allow them to go dormant and the process begins all over again. Now it's time for me to get to work and cut back this asparagus. Thank you so much for watching.